Greetings. On behalf of the Missouri Gateway Green Building Council and the Missouri Environmental Education Association, thank you for signing up to participate in the Green Schools Quest. Each year, we have a nice mix of repeat and first-time participants. We've worked to keep both of these perspectives in mind when developing this introduction and the resource materials, with the goal of getting everyone on the same page and ready to hit the ground running in October. In this video, we'll begin with a quick review of program basics and a grounding in what is meant by the term green schools. Then we'll orient ourselves with some initial steps for getting started. We'll touch upon noteworthy elements of the program's structure and schedule. We'll review the final submission materials and awards, look at some of the available resources, and lastly, we'll touch upon additional programs within the Show Me Green Schools suite that the Green Schools Quest is a part of. So let's dive in. Launched in 2013, the Green Schools Quest is an annual challenge issued to pre-K through 12 schools throughout the region to implement student-driven sustainability projects with the help of green mentors. Every school, mentor, and project is unique. Some schools enter the quest with a specific project in mind. Others are wide open and invite direction from their mentors. Regardless of their starting point, all are in a position to take meaningful action towards creating greener, healthier learning environments and communities. Green Schools Quest projects run the gamut from outdoor learning spaces, native plants, food gardens, and stormwater management, to recycling and waste minimization, to improved indoor environmental quality, water and energy conservation, to the creation of green teams and development of sustainability plans, and so much more. The beauty of sustainability is that it is so broad. Though it can be helpful to have some buckets to work within, a common definition for what a green school is to serve as a frame of reference for venturing on this path. These three areas or pillars are emerging as a common definition for green schools, which is being used throughout the U.S. and abroad. Green schools strive to reduce environmental impacts and costs, improve the health and wellness of students and staff, and provide effective place-based education, leading to increased sustainability literacy. These outcomes are brought to life within a school by implementing practices throughout the campus, which includes the school facility, surrounding natural environment, and the resources that flow through the school, such as energy, water, paper, and food. The curriculum, connecting people, place, and purpose through educational programs during the school day and via extracurricular activities. And the school culture and community, the shared values, social norms, and practices within the school. It can be helpful to think of each of these areas as pathways for infusing your projects into the school. The more pathways engaged, the more staying power initiatives have. For instance, if the Green Schools Quest project is focused on waste diversion, you can address the campus by placing recycling bins and signage next to all trash cans, creating consistent waste stations throughout the campus. The curriculum facet can be addressed by encouraging teachers to work the topic into their curriculum, such as engaging students in a waste audit, introducing books about the recycling process for younger learners, or arranging a field trip to a local landfill or recycling center. And lastly, you can engage students in creating a culture within the school where recycling is the social norm, through creative messaging, including school announcements and newsletters, or by recognizing individuals who are going above and beyond in the effort. Again, regardless of the project type, the more pathways you use to infuse your project, the better. Around 200 schools have participated in the Green Schools Quest thus far, and thousands of individuals have been impacted. As you can see on this map, the majority of participants thus far have been located within the St. Louis metro area. One of our current areas of focus is to enhance participation throughout the state, especially in smaller towns and rural areas. We're excited to work together with you, collectively to grow sustainability in schools across the region and state. And we really appreciate you being part of this work. Top of mind right now is likely, how do we get started? Schools and mentors are paired via email at the start of October. When determining pairings, we utilize information provided from schools and mentors via the registration forms and do our very best to match mentors' areas of expertise with schools' project interests. The pairing email includes a welcome letter, which outlines the next steps and links to all the program resources in one document. This is something you'll want to keep handy throughout the quest. Also available are checklists for both school leads and mentors that outline specific steps for getting started, as well as ongoing tasks to keep in mind throughout the quest. Because each school, project, team, and mentor is unique, the support that a Green Mentor provides varies. With this in mind, we've created an outline of ways for mentors to engage. We recommend that the school lead and mentor review the ideas listed here and mutually determine the best form of support that the mentor can provide this year. Now let's touch upon some noteworthy elements of the program's structure and schedule. School mentor teams engage in one 6-month-long project. This project can be multifaceted. Essentially, you'll be turning in one final submission, and that will document all of the work that's been done over the 6 months. If the students want to collectively work on just one particular area, that is fine. Or if you have a group of students who want to break into smaller groups and each pursue a different area of interest, that's fine too. Ultimately, we just want for one submission to be turned in, documenting the work that has taken place over 6 months. Note that projects must be new initiatives or major expansions of existing programs. In other words, you don't want to simply document practices that have previously taken place at the school. Rather, you want to actively work to advance green practices over this 6-month window. Projects are intended to be no or low cost. For a general frame of reference, we think about $250 or less being low cost. The school is not required to invest any money in the project, but if they do want to invest money, we do ask that they cap that money at $250 unless the school is seeking out donations or grants to go beyond that dollar amount. Teams turn in a final submission at the conclusion, and submission materials are reviewed by a panel of judges. Winners receive trophies and/or cash prizes. Here's a snapshot of the program's schedule. Participating schools will work with their green mentors to engage in their sustainability projects from October through March. Final submission materials are due March 15th. Winners are announced in April, and awards are presented at individual schools in May. As previously stated, the final submission materials are due March 15th, and they are then reviewed by a panel of judges and award recipients are determined. The final submission materials include an online form that collects basic school information as well as information about the project and impact numbers, a maximum 5-minute digital presentation, a 1 to 2 page written report. There is no specific format or template that needs to be utilized for this report, though we do recommend that teams reference the evaluation criteria when putting their reports together, and photo release forms for any student picture. There is also an optional baseline self-assessment that takes about 30 minutes to complete and can earn you an extra 5 points. This self-assessment is a tool from the Green Schools Quest's sister program, Missouri Green Schools. Missouri Green Schools is a statewide recognition program which aims to help schools take its systems-based approach towards integrating green and healthy practices throughout their campus curriculum and culture. The self-assessment is aimed at building awareness of holistic measures that schools can take to chart a path towards whole school sustainability. It's also a great tool for identifying project ideas. The final submission form is live and available on our website, so you can access it at any time to see what information is requested. The rubric is also publicly accessible on our website and is linked in your welcome letter. Under the additional points section, you'll see 5 points are available for teams who have explored and incorporated into their project at least 2 principles from the rainbow of sustainability. These principles are importance of place, interconnectedness, respect for limits, systems thinking in cycles, social justice, and global citizenship. The rainbow of sustainability is a tool for applying the lens of sustainability to a project or curriculum. In a separate video titled Applying the Rainbow of Sustainability, 2 members of our Green Schools Committee introduce the framework and share examples of how it can be applied. Please be sure to view this video next. First, second, and third place winners are determined in elementary, middle, and high school divisions. In addition, 5 Spotlight Awards are presented across all of the age categories for Rookie of the Year, which is open solely to first-time participants, Sustainability Champion, which is open to schools who have participated in the quest for 3 or more years, Judge's Choice, Innovation, and Focus of the Year. Each year, the Green Schools Committee designates a Focus of the Year theme as an optional area of focus for participants who would like to be considered for this Focus of the Year Spotlight Award. Themes are selected to reflect current issues both locally and globally. While teams may pursue any sustainability project they'd like, a resource highlighting the current year's focus will be provided at the start of the quest for teams' consideration. To be considered for the Focus of the Year award, schools must submit a brief narrative within their online submission form that describes how their project relates to this year's focus. Winners are announced at the Missouri Gateway Green Building Council's annual Green Schools event in April, and then members of our Leadership and Green Schools Committee present the awards to school teams in May. In addition to the Getting Started documents that I shared at the beginning of this intro, there are a few additional resources that I particularly want to point out to you that will support your team and your journey along the way, including our classic 101 Ways to Green Your School, as well as a new project ideas list, which aligns with Missouri Green Schools topics. Past project submissions and video compilations, which can give you a great glimpse at what some of the other projects that have been and help you to think about some ideas that you might want to apply. And we offer several opportunities for participants to connect throughout the year, including the Connect on the Quest virtual speakers series, 2 mentor meetups for mentors, an online discussion forum, which will send you instructions for connecting with, the Show Me Green Schools newsletter, which goes out every other month and is packed with program highlights as well as valuable resources and events, and the annual Green Schools event mentioned previously. In addition to announcing winners at this event, we invite all program participants to create a poster display highlighting their work. All school and mentors will receive an email communication during the first week of each month, which highlights any of these activities to connect, as well as other timely resources for you to keep in mind throughout the quest. The last thing for us to touch upon in this introduction is the Show Me Green Schools suite, which the Green Schools Quest is a part of. Show Me Green Schools is a suite of 3 free programs co-managed by the Missouri Gateway Green Building Council and Missouri Environmental Education Association that provide structure, resources, and recognition to support every Missouri pre-K through 12 school and becoming a green school, no matter their starting place. By offering this suite of programs, we are able to help meet schools where they're at, help them plug into the programs that are the best fit for them, and then support them along their unique journeys while recognizing and elevating their amazing work along the way. Ultimately, all three programs are grounded in the same foundation. They just approach things a little bit differently. The Green Schools Quest takes a project-based approach, which is student-driven, mentor-supported, and focused on no or low-cost projects. Missouri Green Schools takes a systems-based approach towards creating holistic, school-wide, and long-term sustainability. It's an ongoing program that supports growth through engaging individuals across a broad range of roles throughout the school who work together to track and advance sustainability practices, ultimately cultivating a culture of sustainability at the school. In the state of Missouri, the Missouri Green Schools program is the conduit for nominations for the U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon Schools Award, which recognizes green schools leaders across the nation. Schools may participate in more than one of these programs simultaneously. In fact, we encourage you to do so. Schools participating in Missouri Green Schools are honored at emerging, progressing, and advanced levels for their achievements, from SEED, which celebrates schools taking their first steps, through Flowering Dogwood, which acknowledges comprehensive work across all three of the pillars. Honorees are announced annually in October. There are 4 simple steps to SEED level recognition, and one is completing the baseline self-assessment that's already built into the Green Schools Quest. Beyond that, a school would simply need to submit a letter of commitment using a provided template, identify at least one goal, which could align with or be actualized through their Green Schools Quest project, and identify primary and secondary contacts for communications with Missouri Green Schools staff. Any steps taken to enroll in and be recognized in this program can also be highlighted as accomplishments in your Green Schools Quest submissions. Please visit missouriggreenschools.org or email info@showmeggreenschools.org for more info. This concludes the program introduction. Now we ask that you view the Applying the Rainbow of Sustainability video and check out some of the videos highlighting past project submissions. We have a Green Schools Quest participant decal for all participating schools to proudly display, which will be sent out to schools via mail. Best wishes on all that lies ahead. Sincere thanks for your participation, and we invite you to keep in touch with any questions. Thank you.